Hello, I'm Chuck Phillip with South Alabama Home Inspections, and welcome to another edition of Southern Home Talk. And what I figured I would do is go over what I believe is the importance of installing a hard start kit to your air conditioning system. Now, this is a 3.5 ton single stage unit. It's about 2 or 3 years old. It's a 14 SEER and 3.5 ton. And so if you put a kickstart or a hard start on this, you need to make sure it's sized correctly for the tonnage that your air conditioner has. And they're relatively easy to install. It even comes with a tie clip there, or tie strap, to secure that portion of it. And so basically you can just get another sheet metal screw and secure the other side as well. This part actually goes with this here, and it's pretty much just 2 wires that come down and tie back into this capacitor here. And so, you know, when you have this cover off, it's probably a good idea to get the model number of the capacitor in case you ever have to replace that. These things do occasionally go out, and so does the starter over here on the right. And so, you know, having hurricanes down here and being without power for 7 days, you know, it may be a hard time finding these parts during that time. So, yeah, it's probably good to have some of those on hand. Now, I don't think they're that expensive either. Now, as far as the kickstart kit, they're relatively inexpensive too. They're around $40–50. They're real easy to install, but because there's 240 volts coming into this system, I do recommend that you get an HVAC contractor to do this for you. Now, you say, well, why should I have a hard start put on my air conditioning system? Well, if you have a generator or a standby generator, it's really important that you have one, because what will happen is it'll put a tremendous load on your generator when this compressor tries to start. But another thing too, this will actually help save the compressor itself in the starting cycles, and can actually save you up to probably maybe 25% on your electric bill, maybe. I mean, I think it's up to about 25% that can save on the power, because it does take a tremendous amount of amperage to get that motor started. So become familiar with that. I'm going to go ahead and try to do a test start and see if the generator bogs. Hopefully it won't. And so now my generator does not bog down at all. But that's another reason why you want to probably oversize your generator. If you decide to get a whole home generator, it's probably good to oversize that by about 3 or 4, maybe even 5 kilowatts. Also become familiar with the disconnect for your AC unit on the outside. If you go outside, you should see a box on the wall. Some of these have just a single throw breaker. This has a pull disconnect, and so this is where you would disconnect the power to your air conditioning unit outside. So that certainly needs to be disconnected before you start working on any of this wiring down here, because it is 240 volts coming into this, and it can be lethal. So this is a picture of the kit itself. It's a KS1 model. It does have somewhat of a wiring diagram on the back, depending on what type of system that you have or capacitor. And I purchased this off of Amazon. I believe some of the local hardware stores like Home Depot and Lowe's may carry these as well. So hopefully this has been somewhat informative to you. Thanks for watching.